Hi friends, this is Sophie at Stuti's Cuisine. Today I'm coming with a traditional sweet made in India, most commonly in Maharashtra, in Bihar, in Orissa, but all over it's made during festivals and especially for guests who we know that they love the sweet. So it's a delicious sweet. It's quite easy to make, not many ingredients. It's usually had and present in the house and you can just make it quickly. Thank you for all the subscribers who have been subscribing day in and out all over. I thank you very much. Please continue spreading the news and sharing it with others so that they get an opportunity to see it too and spread the news again around. Hope you all are doing well. We have a wonderful weather outside here and I'm at home today and I thought of making this lovely sweet. So let's go on. Ingredients for Khaja sweet, or it's also called Chirote. All the ingredients are measured by standard cups. So 2 cups of all-purpose flour or maida, 1.5 cups of sugar, 3 tablespoons of corn flour, and I'll be telling you how I use it, 2 tablespoons of ghee, and another 3 tablespoons of ghee in another bowl. I've got some all-purpose flour just to sprinkle. You will see how I do it. A pinch of salt and half teaspoon of cardamom, 1 cup of water to make the dough, and we'll see how much we need it. First, I'm going to make the sugar syrup. So I've kept a pan on fire. I am putting the 1.5 cups of sugar in it. There's 1.5 cup of sugar. Let's put 1.5 cup of water. Switching it on low fire till we finish the dough, okay? We just want to dissolve the sugar and probably just a 1 string consistency. Okay, let's make the preparations ready. This is 2 tablespoons of ghee, okay, and you can use oil too, but I'm using ghee here. And I'm going to put 2 tablespoons of corn flour, okay. If you don't have corn flour, you can also put all-purpose flour, okay. And we are just going to give it a mix so that we get a nice paste out of both the ingredients. And we keep this aside. And now what we're going to do is we're going to take this all-purpose flour which is in this bowl. I'm just going to put 1 tablespoon of corn flour, pinch of salt, and we need to put at least 3 tablespoons of ghee. We have to mix it. The ghee should be incorporated with the flour very well, okay? That is very important. And when you take a little bit of it and just close it in your palms, it should remain this shape. So that is what we want. And now what we're going to do is, this is just water. Just put it little by little and make it into a dough. It's just like how you make the dough for roti or chapatis, slightly on the stiffer side. So here I made a dough out of it. I'm going to take it out from here and put it on the countertop. I've used at least 3/4 water. So we have to just knead it just for 2 minutes. I'll put it back into the same bowl and let it rest for say 10 minutes. Just put a wet cloth, or you can just use a cling foil and let it remain there. So now, since we have made the dough is going to rest for 10 minutes and the sugar is being ready. Just getting the oil ready in the pan, okay, and I'll be back. So here you see the sugar is all dissolved. I'm going to put my cardamom. It's full of flavor. You can put saffron if you want. I don't have saffron, so I'm just putting the cardamom, which has got a lovely flavor too. We'll need some lime so that it won't crystallize. So we'll put it after a while. So now I'm putting it off. It's just before it can be transformed into 1 string consistency. So this is just enough, okay? So I have been boiling it for 3 minutes and that's quite enough. I'm going to put just 2 to 3 drops of lime or lemon, and I'm going to put it out now and let's keep it cold because we need it a little warm when we transfer the Khaja into the sugar syrup. And let's go on the other side. So it's now 10 minutes and I'm going to, let's see our dough. It's nice and soft. Let's knead it another 2 minutes. So there are various ways in which you do it, but I'm trying to do it the way where they usually do it in bulk, you can cut it into 2 pieces and make like the same roti type how you make it into 5 small ones and layer it with the ghee and corn flour paste. But I'm just trying to make it into 1 sheet and do it all together. So you can do it in any how you want. It's up to you. This is it. And now I'm going to put it onto this board. I've got a new board here. I've just sprinkled some all-purpose flour on my board. This is my new board which I got. I'm so happy. Philip has got it for me. So now we are just going to roll it. Okay, just like how we roll the roti. Okay. Just roll it as you are rolling the chapati. Okay. So here I have, see, so thin. Okay, so it's this thin. You have to roll it out thin. Okay, not very thin that it will tear, but thin enough. Okay, so we put this paste which we have made a little bit. So what I've done is I have rolled, nearly more than half of it and placed the rest here so that I can come up to that much and again roll it. Okay, so you put this nicely all over, and you remember I have kept some corn flour. Just sprinkle some of it. Okay, and by doing this you get a lovely layers. Okay, that's the advantage. And just spread it out. You're going to take one edge and you're going to slowly roll it. Okay, and you have to roll it really tight enough so that you won't have any air bubbles in it. Okay, it's so simple, isn't it? Just roll it. There you go. And you're going to get this here. You see, so we got this rolled, and now this part you are going to again put some, sprinkle some all-purpose flour and start rolling it. Okay, from where you stopped. Okay, now the rest of it is rolled well. Okay, and we put the paste which we made, put it everywhere. We're going to spread it out, and we're going to sprinkle it with corn flour. Okay, and then we start the rolling just like before. There you got. And then if you want at the edge, you can just put some water. It's got some water here so that it gets stuck well, and roll it. So just see that it is well, no air bubbles. Okay, here I've just cut it into 2. You keep this aside, and we'll just roll this so you see the layers. We're going to just cut the sides. So we just cut it. Either you can take the cutter, a knife, or just slice it into 1-inch piece. Okay, there you go. And what you're going to do is, now we already got so many pieces, and you can just press it with your hand, each one. So, okay, and then you can just, with the rolling pin, you just have to roll it a little bit. Okay, and keep it aside. So press it with your hand and then take a rolling pin and just roll it. Okay, and keep it aside. It's prepared for Diwali, Shankranti, and for festivals. So here, and I'm going to just wrap it up and just cover it with the wet muslin cloth so that it won't get dried. Okay, so I'm going to do the same thing with this piece, and I'll be back. Well, I've cut the other piece too, and some people, what they do is, when you cut it this way, you cut it and they place it this way, this way, open side, and they just press it that way, and then they do it this way. So let's do this way for the other half. Okay, so you get, like it's a round, more or less like a round oval shape you get, but I prefer the other one. Okay, and it's done. Doesn't it look so good? Okay, so I've put the pan on fire and I'm going to switch it on. I've put the oil. It depends on the quantity you have. you can put a larger pan, and which means you have to put more oil into it. Okay, sugar syrup should be warm, so I'm just putting it on very low fire. Okay, just close it and I'll be back. Okay, the oil is hot. It should be on medium high. It should not be on high. Okay, so I'm putting these prepared chirote or khaja into it. So there you see how it comes up. So let it get well brown on both sides. Turn it constantly on both sides. Okay, so now you see it's nearly done. You need to cook this, fry this in slow or low medium, and it should take sufficient time to cook because it's in layers and the layer within should get cooked. Okay, so now I'm going to take it out, drain it from the oil. Okay, and I've switched off the sugar syrup because it's warm now, and I'm going to put this in the sugar syrup and put it in the sugar syrup. Okay, just sink it down, or you can just put the sugar syrup on the top. Just turn it over in between, so let it be inside for say 5 minutes. It depends on how sweet you want. If you want it very sweet, then let it be there for some time, for 5 to 10 minutes, and you can take it out. Okay, if you want, you can also make it with layered colors, but I preferred it plain this time. And some of them, they don't put it in sugar syrup. When it's hot itself, you can put icing sugar on the top and all sides, and that's how they eat it. And you can also sprinkle chaat masala on it and have it namkeen. So there are various ways in how you can have it, and it depends on each one's taste on how you make it. So I'm going to take these out from here, drain it, and just put it in a container. Okay, so we'll wait for this to finish, and I'll be back. You see how well it is hot? Okay, now comes the flat one. It's so tasty. I just love it. Whenever I go to sweet shop, I know really what I like to buy. So this is how it looks when it gets fried. So this is the Indian traditional Khaja sweet. All done, and so wonderful it looks. So finally, the traditional Khaja sweet, or which is also called the chirote, is already done. I tasted it, it's so nice, and here it is. And it's so tasty and mouth-watering too, and it's so attractive. So it's quite easy to make it, as you have seen it, and I've tasted it. It's superb. Hope you all will try it. Give me your comments and let me know how you have done it. If you have any better ways of doing it, please let me know. And hope you all have a wonderful day. Please don't forget to subscribe for the ones who are viewing it for the first time, and also keep sharing it. Okay, thank you. Also kept 2 khajas which are not soaked in sugar syrup, just to show you all how it is. It's so nice and crispy. You just see how in layers it is. So well and crispy before I put it into the sugar syrup. Just wanted to show you all that, and I'm going to taste it. It just melts in your mouth. I'm going to show you another one which I put it in sugar syrup. Oh, I don't even feel like taking it out. So here it is. It's juicy and it's layers. You see the layers? And very juicy. So make it and taste it with your family and friends. Serve it, and you all have a wonderful day.